Wooj! Wooj. I didn't know his name was Wooj. What's his real name? Manuel?
Sometimes you're born with a brother that you don't really ever see that much, and you don't really talk to a lot. But when you do, you know that it's true brotherly love. I will never forget the time that we tag teamed the president's daughter.
Debbie, she always seemed like someone who had her head on straight and like got things done.
We did cameras together. I was 6 and she was 7, and we were very like territorial about these cameras. Like we'd get to Off the Wire really early so we can kind of stake out that we were doing cameras for that show.
Debbie's scuba certified.
Debbie is scuba certified.
Scuba certified.
Scooter slide.
Camera's still rolling.
Can you see
I'm
right
rolling
now?
still.
Sorry.
Camera's rolling.
Restart it!
Rick comes to all of our episodes, which is really nice because we always know that we'll at least have one fan in the audience.
Rick has the ability to make everything he does look easy, and that's awesome. If he's DPing and you're a director or you're a grip, you know that you're gonna be working your ass off.
And I remember staying at the shoot for around 7 to 9 hours.
Apparently Rick had a voice.
And then he's gotta go over here, and then he's gotta get the dolly and the dolly shot.
Oh, I'm making all the movies!
You fucking douchebag.
It was really good.
Douchebag.
Hi, are you Frank?
Yeah, may I help you?
Hope you don't mind, Frank. This pizza's got a little extra
Jaren, I feel like he brought a lot of diversity to the crew.
He was, like a brother to us.
Jaren was an Ethiopian wolf.
Jaren, I think, left Off the Wire because we saw him as the black one, so I'm not gonna talk about that.
I knew he was the best at monologue jokes.
I always liked his giant Africa necklace.
Guess what time it is, y'all?
Sandwich time!
Damn right. I'm dishing out the paint. Get your chick along and act like Herman Cain.
I have no idea what the Pokemons are.
Remember Pikachu, the yellow guy with the ears?
So I didn't really know Rachel until we randomly got paired to be roommates in Italy. She thought I was weird.
I had like back problems and like she's just always sick.
Rachel was one of my favorite people. Even when she was upset, I knew that nothing could really ever keep her down.
I always like to see people who truly enjoy being a part of Off the Wire.
She dated Herman Cain, didn't she?
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain.
She really cared about that.
I will never forget the time that Rachel interviewed Herman Cain because she reminded us about it every single day.
I really appreciated her positivity, and I hope she understands that like everything that you did for Off the Wire really does not go unnoticed.
I'm Herman Cain, and you're watching Off the Wire with your host, Rachel, the superstar.
Food fight!
This is no time for jokes, Helmet. This is the news.
Sky's blue.
You know what I haven't done in a while? Had a random boner.
What? How dare you?
I remember the first time I saw Paul. He walked in late, and I thought, that's him. That's the guy. In about exactly 2 weeks, I was in his bed. True story.
He was the first person to friend me on Facebook after I went to the first Off the Wire meeting. What was his last name? Napoli? I'm sorry.
And I probably would have listened to his advice more if he wasn't constantly riddled with pink eye, which I think ultimately did him in.
One of the people that I looked up to most when I first joined Off the Wire.
He opened my first drink. He was an excellent host, and I wish I could tell him, Eddie, it was so great to have you.
Can we have your meat?
I always really liked Patty's hats. She really reminded me of a cat. She's like a really cool person.
Patty was the best, and now she's dead.
Arson? Or was it Patty?
Patty was indescribable.
Parson?
Red Rover is the name of the Indian chief I owe drug money to. Oh, sorry, Native American.
Chrissy gave us her heart, her love, and her toe.
Christy was always a bunch of fun. We had great times here Off the Wire doing cameras together. And then like one show, she lost her toe and that was it.
She taught us a lot about safety and
I think of her every single time I wear closed-toed shoes.
I remember it well.
Oh, don't worry, honey. Mama will make it sing.
Heather had cool ass hair.
Heather is a wonderful, glorious unicorn of a human being.
Every time I think of Heather, I just think of like unicorns and glitter.
Heather was a beautiful, majestic being. She had all of the skills that we did not have. She is better at everything than I will ever be, even though she is gone now.
She was extremely helpful as a director when I was assistant director and really taught me a lot.
Heather was okay.
What? Shh.
Carol is awesome. She was an awesome addition to this semester. She got off the wire really quickly.
The last words she said to me were asking me if I knew where I could get her drugs because I looked like someone that could get her drugs.
Carol's kind of like the Polish sister I never had.
It's really sad that Carol had to die so young. Now she'll never be able to go back to her kin in Luxembourg.
All I want to do is like get inside her Indonesian head.
I'm really upset that she has to go back to South Africa. I don't know what's there for her.
It's just so rare to meet someone who lives in Antarctica.
I'm Frank, and I'll be the new foreman.
Hey, I'm going too.
Attaboy, Frank. I like when a woman has broad shoulders.
I could horse kiss you right now. I didn't want a McRib, I wanted a chicken sandwich.
Meow now!
I remember the first conversation I ever had with George. He turned to me and said, "Wouldn't it be weird if our eyelashes were like black hands, and when we closed our eyes, they went?"
He was a like creature kind of person that made like weird like noises like
George was one of the most friendly people to me when I first joined Off the Wire. He came off like a very intelligent and understanding person. Now I know that's not actually what he is, but
I will say this about George. George can hold his liquor.
Again, your mom called. She says she loves you.
No, he can't. But even if he's super drunk, he still comes to sketches, which is a level of commitment that I really, really appreciate.
That's like when you have kids, you say you want to be like George Kaplan.
I don't know what I will do waking up to no Snapchats from George.
George kind of liked to have fun.
I'm going to miss his hugs and laughs, and he's just always so nice.
Emotions come and go. They're indefinite. It's our principles we must hold on to. In this business, it's the only thing to keep us from insanity.
I'm really looking for someone who likes to have fun and could have fun in various fun places.
Sorry, Dwayne. I've got to get back to the knitting factory. So the tooth fairy.
He was really nice.
He's a real friendly guy, and he's a lot of fun to be around.
I remember looking out at the waves and thinking, I'll never forget him.
Now look at my ex-wife's lips, everyone. Ew, right?
Applebee's would lie? No, they wouldn't, because guess what? They are built on traditional American family values.
Just teabagged your mom, bitch. Off the wire inception.
My lipstick says, I'm hunting.
I thought everyone hated me, but then Sarah came along, and Sarah was so nice.
Sarah was EP my first semester, and she really impressed me and made me want to do Off the Wire really bad.
I'm sorry.
Sarah was the best big sister a little brother could have ever asked for.
Sarah had always got my sense of humor, more than other people.
Sarah was always really up to do a lot of the stupid things that we wanted her to do. I don't know how she always ended up being like these really weird like girls in these sketches, but she was always willing to do it and she gave it her best, especially in lipstick. That was my fave.
Dawn was teaching me how to zoom with the camera, and I unknowingly zoomed right in on Sarah's boobs and focused in on them while that camera was on the monitor.
Made my experience as a freshman really great.
Big inspiration for me just based on her work ethic and the way that she treats people, and I hope the best for her in heaven.
Gabby's dogs are really cool. One of them's name is Duke. I don't know why people call her Gooby.
Gabby was a very generous person.
She always wanted to help, and that was a really, really, really awesome quality.
She was a really interesting being, because like you can't really capture her essence on camera, and all the footage that we try to get of her is just really shaky or just blurry.
I won't tear up because that's her thing.
She's like a mythical creature, and to this day we don't really know if she existed or if she was just a figment of our imaginations.
I hope she's looking down on us and crying.
Some people want it all. Jordan Berry, a great friend of mine.
He did something here.
His rants about Nicolas Cage.
Jordan was my best friend.
Whenever I'd pitch a really mean and hurtful joke like, oh, this person got raped, let's laugh at them, he'll say, no, Adrian, we can't say that, that's wrong, and it's hurtful.
Throughout history, there's those women in comedy, Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, and Jordan Berry.
I don't really know what gender Jordan is, because like the name Jordan in and of itself is unisex.
Jordan was one of the most humble, hardworking people I've ever met.
Fuck, I really loved Jordan.
But I hate irony.
We'll run you down, you ironic son of a bitch!